Hello everyone, welcome to Mario Kart Double Dash. I'm GoombaNL.
I'm Sharpshot.
I'm Killed.
And behind us we also have Lost John, more on the legend later. So yeah, this is Mario Kart Double Dash. First of all, I want to explain a few things before we start. So this is All Cup Tour, this is 16 tracks. The very first track is always Luigi Circuit and the very last track is always Rainbow Road. As for characters, we'll be picking the Toads. We need that for a certain item, again more on that later. We used to have the Koopas for more offensive and defense, but yeah, the meta kind of shifted, so that's what we'll be doing. We also don't have Peter Plant or Petey Piranha and King Boo unlocked, as that brings just horrible RNG or luck, however you want to call it. Anyway, that'll be all. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, so time for an information dump. The first thing you want to know about Double Dash is that there's a lot of mini turbos, as we call them. So those are the little boosts that I'm charging here. And I am doing that by moving the control stick and the shoulder button. And the difference between Double Dash and many of the newer carts is that you actually manually charge your mini turbo. So that's what the clickies, if you can hear them, that's what you're hearing right there. Now there's a ton of other tech as well involved in everything of this. So we've got A-Tech. Sharp, you want to explain a little bit about A-Tech?
Yeah, so in basic terms, A-Tech is releasing the A button and repressing it during your mini turbo. And that stops you from swaying to the side that you're drifting, so you can take very tight lines and just save a lot of time. But there is a lot of nuance in when you release and when you press the A button back down again.
Yeah.
Which makes it very, very difficult and very technical. Goomba's obviously making it look easy, but it is not that easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of different timing things you can do. You can release it during the drift, after the drift, both. You can release it 3 times during one mini turbo. And yeah, there's a lot of RNG in Grand Prix as well, so that will happen a bunch.
It's Mario Kart.
But it does stay Mario Kart.
Makes it fun though.
Oh yeah. The biggest thing we're going to be seeing here are all the random tracks, so we have to kind of see what is up next to explain, but we'll manage.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next track is Baby Park. So
Beautiful.
Here's a beautiful explanation of what A-Tech can do. I will be going sideways. Now this is not recommended, and only a handful of people can actually do this strat. But it is very hard, very tough, very technical, and it is quite a bit faster compared to the normal strat, which I'm sure I will be forced to drive when a red shell hit me.
Yeah. So for the longest time, AMT was the normal strat.
Yeah.
And recently this was discovered, and it's so much faster that the day it was discovered, the world record was beaten. So that's after a lot of years of optimization. Just one day and a new strat is all you need, really.
Yep. And so just so everyone knows, MT is short for mini turbo. So we'll be using that word a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know where this blue shell is. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Thank you.
So actually in this game you're able to dodge blue shells as well, but the window of it is very small. Unfortunate. It's very small or even non-existent at some point.
Yeah.
So
There's a few blues that you can dodge. It's random based on whatever it decides to give you as fate.
Yeah.
But that's just how Grand Prix works.
it's like very exciting.
When you're lighting, by the way, it's faster to hit a banana. You actually go faster than even doing the mini turbo. So a big strat right there.
Use it to beat all of your friends.
Oh yeah. You can hit cars as well. Alright, so we do have some time for donation.
Okay, thank you very much. We have received a $25 anonymous donation without any comment, but thank you so much indeed. That's going towards Save the Children. So remember, all your donations do benefit Save the Children. Keep them coming in. Thank you very much.
Alright, next up is Mario Circuit. Now, I'll be using a lot of sideways boost here. There's an interesting technique or strategy you can use. So first of all, I'll be using a lot of different kind of A-Tech movement to kind of make me go along just the right racing line. If I were to not to, I'd be swerving all over the road, but A-Tech helps me go in the exact line that I want. Yeah, that also happens. But
Lucky mushrooms.
there we go. but you can actually go across the grass here, and it's not even that slow. So I'll do it this lap. In time trial, you don't, because you can drive as straight as you want around the line, but in Grand Prix, the chomp actually moves, so yeah, why not go through the grass?
Yeah, it's only like 0.2 slower, so for the added consistency, not
Yeah,
have to worry about jump, it's great.
Yeah. So there will be some skips coming up somewhat soon, depending on when the game decides to give them to us. So maybe some of you have seen this morning, there's a Summoning Salt video released on skips on Double Dash. Now, I won't spoil too much, but there's a lot of interesting stuff in history to be explained. We'll obviously try to explain all the shortcuts to a certain degree. But yeah, if you want to find out all the details and stuff, definitely check out the video out. It's super cool.
Yeah. A very cool video. We're completely unbiased.
Yeah. For sure. Alright, there we go.
Solid match.
Yeah. So I'm a bit scared of Bowser Castle. If that comes up, I'll just go quiet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We have that covered.
Yeah.
It's one of the 2 tracks we have in this speedrun where Goomba won't be talking as much as he normally is.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
One of the ones where the Ultra Shortcut is viable.
Alright, so this is Wario Colosseum. We've got a lot of R-Tech here. Sharp, what is an R-Tech?
An R-Tech is a method of turning tight while maintaining speed, which is quite a difficult thing without it. There is also L-Tech, which is holding the drift button and spamming L.
Got fantastic names for R-Tech.
Yeah, everything is the button tech, or it's awful, which we'll come to later.
Oh yeah.
But R-Tech is a much more difficult version of that, where you need to spam your drift button at a very specific timing. I don't exactly know the frames, Goomba.
It's 3 frames of release, to be exact.
Okay. So yeah, it's a very difficult trick, and there was, at the time, a bunch of theory crafting on how you can learn the timing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried singing it to music. I think Taylor Swift was an option.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That worked pretty well, honestly.
Good, but yeah, it's a difficult trick, not something for beginners to learn off of that.
Thankfully, L-Tech exists.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
purpose.
so L-Tech, you just hold the shoulder button and then mash L as fast as you can. And that works. It's not as fast as L-Tech, or R-Tech, but it is very consistent. I'll do it right here. So there you go. You mash, use a little bit of braking. But as you can see, it was quite a bit slower than actually using R-Tech. Now, R-Tech is only really for the top level players. Also, there's a interesting bit here coming up. So I already went around it, but there's this little ramp that every beginner / noob will be very excited to make the jump, and they'll be celebrating and like, well, I might have lost, but at least I made the ramp.
I went so fast.
I'm sorry to break your bubble. It is not fasting.
Unless you're small.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. But that is a rare occasion. And that is really a theme of Double Dash shortcuts. As
Yeah.
in Nintendo shortcuts trademark. They are not fast.
And Nintendo has this weird tendency to make shortcuts that are actually much slower in some cases, actually.
Yeah.
And sometimes also just very inconsistent, like some we will see in the future.
They'll
That
usually
was
give you
a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty happy about that. Alright, what's coming up? Alright, Peach. Lots of A-Tech. I guess we have time for a donation.
Well, that's good because we have donations for you. We have received $25 from Blumis without any comment. Thank you very much indeed. And Max954 donates $25 as well.
Yo,
With a
man.
comment, you're going to kill this run. Show the world how good is Mario Kart Double Dash. Some hype in the chat, please.
Let's go,
Thank you very much.
Max.
Cheers, Max.
Absolute legend. Such a happy man. We love Max in our community.
But yeah, this track is very good for learning A-Tech. There's a lovely big straight here in which you can just practice going straight.
One important thing to notice as well is Goomba just didn't go for the mushroom earlier. Because spacing in this game is so incredibly important, and because Miniturbo was bringing to max speed anyway. So going out of your way to get mushrooms, it's more often than not slower.
Yeah.
So Goomba will, unless it's like perfectly in his line, he will just not even attempt to go for it.
Yeah, I'll leave that much. Gotta quite can have it.
TPUs that we need.
Also, Peach Beach is probably known for one of the worst. I don't know even if to call it the shortcut at the beginning where you go through the pipe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, Days. Yeah, there's a bunch of dumb stuff where like you can go over there on the left where I'm driving by.
Yeah,
right
you'll
there.
see the pipe
There you
there.
go. Yeah, you can go in there. Trust me, it's so fast.
Yeah.
You can also go all the way on the left side here. You get one item box that you probably have to use anyway because the water cycle will be up. Anyway, I'll be shutting up.
Yes.
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, this is the
I
time
have-
to.
I have a script prepared
Oh yeah.
by someone else, not me. So according to all laws of Double Dash, Bowser Castle shortcut should not exist. So Lost Run behind us and Goomba discovered the shortcut fairly recently. The history is quite complex, so we won't really go into it. But as we mentioned, the Summoning Salt video does go into it, so if you're interested, I would point you to that video. The trick itself is called the flop, and it requires jumping off the balcony there and hitting a checkpoint just behind the start line, and then you drive off the edge to update your completion, and then ideally you drive forward and complete the lap. But it is very, very precise, so hopefully we'll be able to get decent.
Yeah, there are only like a handful of people in the world basically that can perform this shortcut pretty consistently. Goomba is thankfully one of them, but it's still incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
It's very much based on like what monitor you're used to as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, that should work.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'll catch up with the CPUs, don't you worry.
No doubt.
There we go.
No doubt in
Nice.
my mind. Like a normal no shortcut, well, time that would be pretty acceptable, so to say, in a full game run is something like 220 or something.
Yeah.
So even if he fails it like multiple times, it's still definitely worth it to go for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
CPUs are going crazy.
Yeah, that's the difficult side of doing this in Grand Prix.
One thing to note as well, like Goomba is playing as the Toads, which is considered to be a lightweight character, so he gets bumped around very easily by literally anyone. That's also why PD Piranha and King Boo are not unlocked, because they just bring more chaos to the entire game.
Yeah.
Makes everything just way more difficult than it should be.
Yeah.
And we like to give ourselves the advantage of not having to deal with that.
So the trick he's doing to hop over the to get to the checkpoint, that is done by using quite specific A-tech where you completely release the button and don't repress it, which will angle the front of your car up, and then once it's angled up, you can press RNA to hop forward, and hopefully into the ground.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes you don't exactly know.
It's very
Work,
very
it should
specific.
work.
It's like I said before, it's very precise, very hard. Very few people on the planet can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There.
Nice.
Let's go! Still very respectable.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very difficult trick.
Yeah, so you can actually make it 3 out of 3, and I did it a few times in practice, but obviously putting it actually here in just one go, pretty difficult. But you can actually get a sub-minute time if you get like the perfect execution. Now we also found some other shortcut stuff there, which nowadays the record is actually, in time trial at least, below 50 seconds. So it's gone from one of the longest tracks to literally the shortest by far.
Wow.
That's also the only one that's sub 1 minute at the moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting
It's
for
a
Bowser's
huge
Castle.
cut. Yeah. So in Grand Prix, usually, if you want to continue your run at the very high level, you need like something like a 130 or lower. But honestly, I'll take whatever. The 247, I think it was. I'll take it in a marathon run. I'll be happy with that.
For sure, for sure.
I'm just glad we can show it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not the most safe option, really. So A-Tech was giving people a little bit of a, or Sherbetland, I should say, was giving people a little bit of a taste of what A-Tech will be. As A-Tech got found relatively early in the game's lifespan, so 2006. It got found a little bit earlier, but really wasn't popular until 2006. You can see it go a little bit sideways, and that is kind of mainly the ice physics. But what A-Tech does basically is it makes the entire game work on these physics. That's all right. No big deal, and that's a very good Sherbet land.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I love the movement in this game. It's absolutely fabulous.
There's a lot of trickery I do with like sideways boost and a little bit of A-tech. It's a lot of stuff to explain and very detailed. Like a lot of people be like, oh yeah, I can A-tech, I can release a button. They're like, no, you cannot A-tech. There's so much stuff you need to do. But I gotta stop explaining that because we have a huge skip coming up.
The best in the
yes.
game.
Yes,
By
so
far.
This is called pool skip. So I'll try to do it now. All right, that was pool skip, very intense.
I hope you can guess how we called it. Full skip?
We were desperate at the time for something called skip,
Yeah.
and we needed a little something to cheer ourselves up. So we got that full skip, and the staff ghost even does it. So that's why you know we really sought hard for it.
Yeah.
Nintendo even figured it out.
Oh yeah.
That's the beautiful part about Double Dash as well. It's currently in some kind of golden age in terms of shortcuts. For basically the entirety of the game until like 2018, only a singular shortcut was found, which we will show off later. But until that time, it was basically considered to be the unbreakable Mario Kart. But in recent years, thanks to efforts from Maffy, that cow guy, Goomba, Love John, and some others that I am forgetting sadly, sorry.
There's a whole lot of people.
There were a lot of people involved. This game got broken wide open, and currently it's a beautiful sight to behold how far this game has come in the last few years only.
Yeah, and the biggest activity is time trial. So like Grand Prix speedrunning is a very big part in how Double Dash got way more activity. Because in 2015, so I believe the last Double Dash run here at ESA was in 2016. So that was basically just at the start of the revival. Was done by Druven, I believe. And Druven sadly doesn't play anymore, but he's a great guy. And I'm happy to be able to show it off again, seeing what has been developed. And there we go, sub 140.
Nice.
Nice job.
Yeah. There's a lot of techniques with stairs as well. You can get stuck on that. There's so many tiny little niche things that you'll figure out as you play this game. Like, oh yeah, you know, like this makes sense to me. But there's always another level, and I love that so much about this game.
Yeah, it's very surprisingly technical.
Yeah.
This goes perfectly in the story I told earlier, but this is actually the track with the actual shortcut that was found first. It was found like a month and a half into the game. It's not as easy perhaps as it looks, but it's definitely doable by most people if you give it enough practice. I would say it's about a 1 in 3 for most people that are practiced enough in it. So let's hope.
Here we
Oh,
go.
he got it.
Nice.
And obviously the goal will be to do it 3 out of 3. So yeah, this was the only shortcut for 15 years. And that was all we had. We're
Yeah.
very proud of it.
Do we know who found it?
We have no idea.
Yeah,
I think multiple people found it. I know as a kid when I played this game, I once accidentally did it.
Oh,
I was like,
premonition of the future.
Goomba found it?
I don't know about that. Okay, there were too many items.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing is like in a full game All Tour Cup, it's just worth it to go for it every single lap because it's just like if you miss it, it doesn't waste that much time.
Yeah.
And it's still really cool regardless.
Yeah, and you'll see me minimizing airtime, so we're not taking that ramp like Nintendo intended. That's fine.
Interesting.
So we are taking this little route on the side here. That's faster. Hopefully the computers cleared up the bananas. I can actually attempt the skip. They did. Thank. There we go.
Nicely done. 2 out of 3.
Nice.
And that's Waluigi Stadium.
Good run.
We got time for a donation.
Fantastic, thank you very much. We've received $10 from Rick Jails, who says, good luck to everyone from the Grand Theft Auto 5 crew. Thank you very much for that. And Cyberworm with $20. I just finished watching the new Summoning Salt video on hidden Double Dash shortcuts, only to discover that one of the contributors is doing a Double Dash run at ESA. Good luck on the run. Let's hope for more shortcuts in the future.
Well,
We just did one.
saw one, yeah.
There we go.
So that one is called YOLO.
Yeah.
Another fantastic name
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Double Dash community.
So good at this.
I love it.
So the way it works is, so empties last about 0.3 seconds, right?
Half a second.
Half a second.
Pretty
and
quick.
yeah, when you are slowing down from a mini turbo, you aren't slowed down as much by grass, so you're able to keep enough speed to just make it over that ledge without needing a mushroom.
Oh, nice dodge.
Nice.
But as the name implies, it's not free.
Yeah.
So Goomba making it 2 times in a row is pretty good.
Now there's also this little tunnel. This is not fast,
No.
I wish it was.
but you'll look so cool making it. You're supposed to use a mushroom, but again, we use the same trick as we do for the. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love Mario Kart.
Getting juggled.
Yeah, you're supposed to use a mushroom, but obviously, no. We don't do that here.
No need.
And another thing is, wait, hold on, I gotta. Yeah.
Nicely done.
There we go, 3 out of 3. So another thing is that on mini turbo length, we have to use the lightweight cart. So we're using the barrel train right here. Now the barrel train has the fastest top speed out of all the lightweight carts. And we need that because the lightweight characters all have 30 frame mini turbos, or at least the carts of the lightweight characters do. And the medium have 20 and the heavies have 10. So lightweights are the way to go here in Double Dash. But yeah, there we go.
Yoshi.
That's a big Yoshi. Now I am a bit scared of field tracks coming up. There's still dry. Will we see it? Oh,
Ooh.
Dino. Okay.
Dino, oh yeah.
I'm also scared of that.
Yeah.
There's a shortcut later on in this track, which is supposed to be done with a shroom. But Mario Kart Double Dash players don't really care, so they just do it shroomless. But it is very difficult. What would you say the odds are of making it for like seasoned players, like 1 in 20 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Goomba is not scared of it at all, and just goes for it all the time. But let's see how it does.
Ooh.
And he makes it! Let's go!
There we go.
Very nice. So that works
Yeah.
because at the very edge of that, you, as a quirk of the physics, don't get slowed down as much, and you just have enough speed to make it if you're on the very, very edge. It's really not an easy trick.
It's really difficult.
It's debatably not worth it in a marathon setting.
Oh,
But
yeah.
The fun thing as well is that in time trials, like technically, theoretically, it would be faster to do it free for free shroomless and use the shroom somewhere else. But no one has actually done it because it's that hard.
yeah, no one does that.
Yeah, and on top of that, like in Grand Prix, you don't go for this. If you're going for it, you're showing off, or well, you're at ESA, one of those. But apart from that, you don't really go for it. So
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
happy to be able to show it off because yeah, this is definitely not run viable, but it is cool. It says around a second or so.
It's good marketing for the game.
Oh yeah, here's this trick that's virtually impossible.
You know, I've thought about like uploading certain GIFs with Double Dash to like Giphy or Tenor, you know, so that when people look up Double Dash or Mario Karts on Discord, they'll see like all these cool GIFs and like, damn, that looks really sick.
Gonna pick up the game, grow the community.
Yeah.
Sounds
Real
good.
strats. There you go, free advertisement.
Ooh.
Nice. Out of the way.
Oh,
Oh.
Aw.
yeah, you
Not dodgeable.
cannot dodge those in the air, sadly. I was gonna say that's a good dry. Blue
It's
shell's
not-
around
it's a-
-3, so that's still, or it's still a good dino, I should say. Dry's on my mind.
It's one of the scary ones that's coming up.
It's usually early in the run, so it's been looming in the back of my mind the whole time.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, alright.
So, there's a tech, another brilliantly named tech called Z-Tech.
Beautiful.
As you might guess, we use the Z button in this tech. Oh, there we are. So we need a golden mushroom for this. Golden mushrooms last for 5 seconds, they're on a timer. However, if you switch using the Z button after boosting, you can pause that timer and make the mushroom last for a lot longer. So with optimal use of this, you can make it last the entire track, but obviously that is very, very difficult.
Yeah, even for the most seasoned players, getting it into lap 3 is already really difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a reason why Goomba's not talking right now. It's like, it is actually really, like the timing is very precise. It's actually really difficult,
Yeah.
but he seems to be doing a great job so far. Actually, I love the lore of this trick so much. In 2017, Goomba uploaded a video on YouTube called Z-Tech.
Yeah. An April Fool's video, many years before it actually became a tech, just joking about how we don't have a Z-Tech, and then we have a Z-Tech now. So I guess it's real.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be real.
Yeah, it was never supposed to be real.
No, not at all. But here we are.
I'm very glad it is real though, because it's beautiful.
Yeah, we were going off all the techs, like, oh, we got L-Tech, R-Tech, A-Tech. Like, oh, Z-Tech, that'd be funny, because you use Z to switch characters, right? So, like, oh, I'll make a little April Fool's video out of it, and like, I pretended, oh, it's so fast, guys, it's gonna change the game. And lo and behold, less than a year ago, all of a sudden, the game got changed.
Yeah.
And there we go, 130.
On most tracks, it's not really worth it, but on dry, you can go very close to the inside and cut a lot of the track, going through that dark yellow sand.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if you play Double Dash a lot, you become quite good at it, and thus it kind of balances out. But the worse you are, the more it is actually worth it to learn Z-Tech in order to like make up that time for it. So because of that, it's actually worth it in every single track, depending on how good you are.
That's a very important part, yes. That's also the reason why the Toads are picked, because the Golden Mushroom is exclusive to them.
Yes.
So that's the meta shift that
It is
Goomba
a
was talking about
different
earlier.
category, though. Most people still play Standard, but if you want to use Z-Tech, that's unrestricted. Now, there is a skip in this track. I will not be going for it because it's way too inconsistent, for me at least. So, this is the very first skip we found after 15 years, Mushroom Bridge skip. So what happens is basically we trick the game into thinking we have progressed the entire lap by falling right next to the finish line. Now we need another condition, and that is to trick the game into thinking we have actually driven the lap, so it has a full fail-safe there. And we do that from jumping from the bridge all the way to the other side. Now again, we've mentioned it a few times now, but if you want to see more details and such, please check out Summoning Salt's video. It's super sick.
It's amazing. It's absolutely fabulous.
We're not paid by him to mention it.
No.
Just supporting a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Small content creator.
Or homie Salt. And you can do it 3 out of 3 actually, but it is not even that much fast. It is definitely fast, but there we go. So if I were to do it once, I'd probably have like around a 112 or something. And going it for twice or even 3 times in Grand Prix, I don't know, you're insane.
I think the moment someone does this in a Grand Prix run, then the competition will be dead.
Well, the thing is, they'll probably get very disappointed as they'll get blue shelled and lightning
Oh,
literally
true.
everywhere.
So, something to point out in this track is being in the air in Double Dash is slow. It makes
slow.
you a lot slower than just being on the ground. So, as you can see on this track, it's very, very bumpy. So, very specific lines and specific techniques are used to try and minimize that. And also here, a bit of R-Tech is used to get round, so you can do that skip, which is a neat little skip.
Yeah, you can do it multiple ways. This is the fast way of which I'll be doing. And after the skip, I actually completely let go of A, which is the gas button, to do mini turbo. So those are called A-less and T's. And again, it shows like the depth of actual A-Tech, which forces you a certain line. There's so many different variations. I'll be doing a little A-less and T right here. And it forces me just a little bit more left than it usually would, just for that better line. And everything is based on me just knowing exactly where the cart goes. So a lot of people say like, oh yeah, you know, it's muscle memory. And it is, 100%. I fully agree it is. But you need to be able to react to everything as well. So it's not like I'm just grinding out the muscle memory and I can do this blindfolded at all.
That would be impressive.
It will be very much, especially on tracks like DKM, which
Oh
are
yeah.
just
I've tried it on Baby Park. That is just barely doable. But it wasn't very fast. I can tell that much.
just blindfolded play.
All right, 3 out of 3. Can I do the bridge? Go away, Wario. Thank you. All right, nice.
Nice.
The bridge is very treacherous, to say the least.
This would actually still be a top time in the time trial leaderboard, I believe.
That just shows off how good Goomba is actually at this game.
All right, last one, Mushroom City. So Mushroom City has another one of those Nintendo shortcuts trademark, which I'll be showing off. Lap 1 here, it's absolutely incredible. You get an item box, it looks cool.
Don't blink till you miss it.
Yeah, here it comes.
Ah,
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's sad.
Blue Shell was mad. That she
I
forgot the
wanted
intended
more
way.
of the shortcut, yeah.
that not being the shortcut.
So that is slower, obviously. But there is a faster skip, which got found last year, but got theorized quite a bunch earlier by me, actually. So what we do down there is actually another part of the track, which I drove by earlier. So it is actually faster to jump up there. Now, how do you jump up there? Because Double Dash obviously cannot hop. More A-Tech trickery. And again, something salt. But apart from that, what you do is you turn your cart around to use the nose to lift up the cart the entire way. And then with very specific timing and very specific lines, you get a huge bounce, especially with another cart, actually, not really the Bell Train, the Bullet Blaster. And you can actually make it all the way up there.
One of the few instances where the bullet train is not actually the most superior vehicle.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
Very sad.
We stand the Bell Train.
it's been fun.
The barrel train is just so incredibly good in this game. It's almost like it's completely made for all the tech that exists here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, A-Tech works perfectly on this thing. Which, you know, considering it was already the fan favorite before A-Tech got found, is kind of nice. I appreciate it of them.
That would be bad that we constantly, the moment A-Tech was found, we had to switch to a different vehicle.
Yeah, it definitely could have happened. Also, I don't care that much about bananas. I'll keep sliding. So there we are. 31.8 is solid.
Very solid.
That's a really good time, actually.
All right, last one, Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
For beginners, this is danger zone.
It is right at the end.
Scary town, spooky, scary skeletons. Now, for speedrunners, this is where we sleep. This is where we grab the bed, grab our little pillow, make ourselves comfy. Although there are some freaks in our community who actually like this track. And I appreciate all of them the same, don't you worry. But yeah, there's a lot of zippers, so way less mini turbos. And 3 stars.
Nice start.
Yeah,
Very generous of the track.
I know. Of course,
Oh.
as I say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is generally why I don't like stars, actually.
Sleeping a bit too much there.
Yeah. I'm tired. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Still a decent pace for the run, I think. So, Rainbow Road, apart from the amazing song, has interesting mechanics. It's very bumpy.
Yeah, you don't really
right.
notice.
Oh,
Dang, dude. Sometimes you get to dodge it in the elevator, but this time it was not the case. Okay.
Of course. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. That's good. Oh, we're in 4th.
Oh, I don't.
that was really close, actually. We're getting bumped off again.
Okay, we're not falling down. So here's some more sideways boost, then some R-Tech in the spiral.
Yeah,
You can
not
tell
everything.
how much it actually like saves. And how tight that corner actually can be. All right, let's see if we can catch up to Wario. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. So speedrunning. Oh, I hear blue shell. I cannot dodge it again.
Oh!
I can. But
Worth
at what
it, worth
cost?
it.
There you go. You can dodge them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank
Nice.
you.
Oh, generous.
Yeah. All right, please move out of the way, donkey. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. How is he so fast? He's cheating. He's not in the zippers. Look at him.
Oh,
That's right. That's what you get for cheating.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
finally not a blue for you.
Yeah.
horrible.
Another blue dodge there.
So skillful. This is horrible RNG. What I get for not liking Rainbow Road.
Exactly.
All right.
By far the longest track in the game.
Yeah, it's not even
Oh,
close.
yeah. There we go. That was really good.
Looks very pretty, though.
Oh, yeah. I love how
That's about the only thing.
Have you noticed that the clouds are actually reflected on the floor?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually never noticed.
You know that?
I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now it's ruined.
Oh.
That's like the worst timing for the red shell.
I was just going to talk about how the wall hit was intentional,
yeah.
just to get the next turn a little tighter. But that red shell kind of ruined it.
It's party over here. Another one? Okay.
Is this some marathon luck right here? I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
This is horrible. There
Ooh.
you go. Alright. I have to go in some hyper focus because of this RNG, but I'll
Ooh.
manage.
Oh,
Freestyle.
Alright. So time is coming up the moment we cross the finish line. And I have no idea what pace I'm on, but I hope it's not too bad considering this Rainbow Road. We should have been done half a minute ago, but that's fine.
there's more excitement.
Happens. Yeah, this
There's
happens.
just a little bit more excitement.
And time.
GG.
All right. Honestly, I'm happy with the run. I got to show off what I wanted. I got DDJ Shroomless. Let's take a look at the in-game time.
Still
All right.
respectable.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that's good. All right, so that was Double Dash. If you really like Double Dash, be sure to check out our Discord, which you can find on speedrun.com. And honestly, it's a great community. We are always open for new players. Whatever you want to do, Grand Prix, shortcut, time trial, anything. Thank you so much, everyone who is here. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching right now. I really appreciate it, and it's been a blast. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
Let's hear it for GoombaNL. Thank you very much indeed. Fantastic run there. Also amazing commentary. Well done, gentlemen. That was absolutely brilliant. Stay with us, folks. We're going to be moving on to our next run very shortly. We're just going to take a quick intermission, and then we will be back with a Neon Drive being run by Yajiji. We'll be back very shortly.